that a good to go nod? Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God, a nod.
A nod. Also, Aaron has started doing this thing where if I fuck something up, he'll type me a note because I refuse to wear the headphones because they don't go with my outfit and they don't look good with my hair. So he'll type. So if you look up and there's just words, Aaron will sometimes throw in his 2 cents.
Yes.
I don't have him in ears to hear.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't have a voice.
Well, he usually should, but I'm vain and
he's in the box.
And he's in the box.
He's locked.
He's in the box now, and I
can't even see him. He's behind the screen. So.
Oh yeah. I sat there last week. Guys, welcome to Glitter and Garbage. Hi, welcome. I'm Justine Marino, joined today by a Glitter and Garbage fave.
Oh, stop.
Lammy. Anytime you bring him, I'm doing that.
Yes. And I'm just the chaperone.
No, the chaperone. And of course, Daniel Webb, hilarious comedian.
Hi, Lammy's manager.
Mm-hmm.
I'm his Kris Jenner.
You're so his Kris Jenner.
Are you watching, by the way, the new season?
No, there's so much to watch, and I just the show's so slow sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's like
the drama right now. They pull it out longer than they used to.
Yes.
And the drama right now was like Chloe FaceTimes her kids too much.
Wait.
That is a 3-episode storyline.
Okay, so I have friends who are very into the Real Housewives.
Okay.
And they were like, we tried to get into Kardashians and literally nothing happens.
It's zero, yeah.
It's like, they're like, the pacing, it's so glacial. Like, we can't get on board.
It's all, everybody feels like Courtney. Everyone's at Courtney's speed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not that.
Full in Courtney's speed. I feel like it used to be juicier back in the day.
It was because it was different. Everything. E is more scandalous, all that stuff. But the one thing.
Like trashier.
They can like acknowledge the camera now. Mm-hmm. Like they can look and talk to the camera and you can hear the producer. So it has like a very, do you remember on 30 Rock when Tracy Morgan realized what it was like to break? And he'd start laughing in the middle of the skit because he thought it was that. It looks more like The Office, or now it looks like
that's
like
kind
Parks
of
and
funny.
Rec.
That is kind of funny though.
But Kris Jenner's not funny like that. So when she looks at the camera,
yeah.
She doesn't. I don't know.
She doesn't have it. She doesn't have that Steve Carell
like timing.
magic.
Yeah. But okay, really fast. I'm really glad you called.
Yes.
Because do you even know what today is?
What? Wait. Okay.
I can say the date.
Okay. What's the date?
July 8th. 2024. Okay. Do you know what today is? It's the 32nd anniversary of.
Is it?
I hate guessing games, so feel free to say like fuck you. What is it?
Is it something 90210? Oh, is it Melrose Place?
It's the debut of Melrose Place.
Oh my God!
It is the 32nd anniversary of Melrose Place today.
How crazy that you guys! So you don't know a little behind the scenes.
She's a witch.
I'm a witch. And
She's an Aries sorceress.
I am. No, I fucking called him. I texted him in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I had another guest. I said I wanted to have you on in July. You were like, I'm free all July.
And I am.
And I had another guest who had to have his car towed, so he was like, can we reschedule? And
I'm actually shocked it wasn't me who had my car towed. Here's the thing. You did text. It was like a 9 a.m. text, and anytime I see that, I'm like, someone died.
No, I almost texted at 8:30, but I was like, wait till 9, you fucking psychopath.
I was up. I have a fucking puppy. I was up.
When you have a puppy, you're up.
But anytime, like, if it's a phone call from my dad before, let's say, 11 a.m., I'm like, someone has died in the family. That's what that. So I did sort of think it was bad news.
No, it was just, can you come do this podcast? It was actually the best news because then you said yes.
So then, because I'm a psycho, I like watch local news. Mm-hmm. I'm obsessed. And guess who was on? But Daphne Zuniga,
Heather,
Courtney Thorne-Smith. And who's
Josie.
the redhead?
Sydney.
Sydney, because the three of them have started a podcast where they are rewatching every fucking episode of Melrose Place.
How do we get them on this podcast?
Anyway, it was all coming together. I was like, is it a full moon? Something.
This is so kismet. I'm so happy that we're doing this today.
Yeah.
Tori was in the news. Also, my Shannon Doherty connection came up last week, which was a crazy time, okay? So I told the Glitterati, but you don't know this. So Jelly Roll, do you know who Jelly Roll is? Okay, so Jelly Roll, Josh Adam Meyers used to open for him on tour last year.
I didn't know.
It was great. Wow. Josh kind of emceed his show.
He's so cool.
He's great. Yeah, with his band. So it was really fun. I got to go to one. It was great. Jelly Roll came to the Comedy Jam to surprise Josh.
Yes.
And did a song, surprise drop-in, performed at the Comedy Store.
So you were also on the show.
I was, because every month, Josh literally...
Flex that hair.
He will
give us length.
I did. Yeah.
Give us length on this brag.
So, yes. Every month I am not on the flyer. Every month, an hour before the show, Josh is like, so-and-so dropped out. I need you to step in.
Hey.
So I have to step in and sing like fucking Blink-182, all the small things.
Listen, and that's how you're going to meet Kourtney Kardashian.
Exactly.
That's how it's going to happen.
But Jelly Roll he watched the whole show. He was so cool. And then he performed. And then the next night we had our regular stand-up show, which is called Shimmy Shimmy Ya. And we knew Jelly was probably going to pop by because he was doing Kimmel. He pops by, and who comes with him? Fucking Machine Gun Kelly!
Which it's like, that is like the threesome I didn't know I wanted.
Same.
Right?
Same.
So I went to the Rock and Roll Museum in Ohio, I think, and they have, it's all old school stuff, right? It's fucking Tina Turner shit. It's just everything you've ever seen in history. And then all of a sudden there's this very new exhibit where they have like a Taylor Swift garment.
Yeah.
And in a glass fucking case, this full Machine Gun Kelly, like rhinestone, some kind of outfit, right? And of course it's Ohio and it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So it's all these old white blues fans or whatever. And everybody was so pissed off that Machine Gun Kelly had anything to do with an exhibit. People were furious.
Really?
Who is Machine Gun? I've never heard of that.
It's in Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you, Aaron.
How sad is it that I was in a place that I didn't even know what city I was in?
It was Cleveland.
I was there.
It wasn't like a tiny city.
I was there. But did I tell you about this? It was when, so I was with Margaret Cho. So because of her, we had access to the vault. Oh my God. Where they literally just open a closet and there's just clothes hanging, just like your clothes, right? And she pulls this out. She's like, this is Elvis's military uniform. And she puts it back. She pulls out this like blue terry cloth thing. She's like, this is Stevie Nicks Shaw. And it's like all these, it was Mama Cass.
My God.
All this great shit. And
That's
Dolly
amazing.
Parton's saxophone with Dolly Parton's glitter lipstick on the mouthpiece still.
I love it.
So tell me more. Okay, so wait, Jelly Roll and everybody's at the
MGK,
store.
I flipped it. He's
tall.
He's so tall.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
He's attractive.
So attractive. I said this last week, but like we locked eyes and he was like, I'm Coulson. And I was like, I know why Megan Fox drank your blood.
He used his real name.
He used his real name, yeah, which I thought was cool.
Who's his lady? Who's his?
Megan Fox. And they
formerly of
Brian
Austin Green. Family,
yeah.
You're 6 degrees.
Oh my God.
From Ian Ziering.
It's so true. Ian. Don't you call him Ian. I saw him.
Can you bleep that?
Please, we'll bleep that.
bleep the Malaprobe.
No, so I have all these weird. So when I worked at Pinkberry, also Brian Austin. Not to brag, we had a lot of celebrities. It was like peak Pinkberry 2006. Brian Austin Green and Megan Fox used to come in all the time together because they were.
Because you have Megan Fox vibes, so you're totally in his like
Thank
type.
you so much. They are still. It looks like together. They've been photographed, and I like them together.
They're a good couple. They're hot.
I think they're really hot. I think they're equally as like over the top and extra.
She is extra.
Yeah, and he is too. I mean, these pants he wore, like they're cool. They're like not afraid to take fashion risks. I think they're great. They're both really intense. And
what was he wearing?
He was wearing, I'm so glad you asked, all black.
I understand.
He had on these like crazy big pants though. They went way out at the bottom.
Like Jinko?
Almost Jinko vibes. Let me see if I can find the picture. But it was all black. His hair was bleach blonde, but I think it had like a dark spot in it. Like a dark...
like a head wound?
Not like a head wound, no. Can you imagine if he just walked in
like Megan bruised
with
him?
A head wound?
She smacked him. It was Megan Fox in the library with the chandelier.
Oh my God, hilarious.
With the candlestick.
Hilarious. But no, he looked really cool. He was very nice. I cannot reiterate that enough. He just seemed cool and nice, was introducing himself to everyone.
That's a really random... like famous run-in at the
Comedy Store.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying last week. Is like obviously I see a lot of there's celebrity comedians all the time.
Yeah.
And funny people who are in movies with these people. That makes perfect sense.
So I know Paula Abdul lurks there sometimes. Have you been there on a Paula night?
So Paula goes because Paula is a big fan of Amir. K's.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah,
Oh,
I forget how they, but yeah, she goes to see him all the time, which I think is so fucking cute.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm still looking for this picture.
No, we gotta see the people.
Oh my God.
The people want to know.
Okay, so, and I also have to shout out, because I did not tell this story last week, but my friend, okay, you can see here, it's a little blurry because it's a screenshot, but see, he's wearing these like crazy pants.
Oh yeah.
Obviously,
I see what you mean.
He looked so cool though.
Yeah.
And see how tall he is. But that picture, so Eric.
Can I show it?
Yeah, you can see. Oh, there you go. There you go. Watch the video if you want to see a very blurry screenshot of the.
Those are cool pants. I want to know who
Yeah,
makes
they're cool.
them.
I know. I was like, I want to know everything about your outfit. But Eric, aka Meth Syndicate, who was on a couple weeks ago, the homie, he sponsors our shows, so he was there, and we were hanging out at the Rainbow Room, and he goes, as you do, and he goes, Justine, we were about to leave, and he goes, do you want me to try and get a picture? You want me to ask for a pic with MGK? And I was like, he goes, I don't give a shit. He goes, I'm not, because I was like, not okay. I had to leave and like take a moment to collect myself.
Yes.
Because I am a fan. I like his music a lot.
Okay.
And so he goes, I go, maybe feel it out. So he goes over. Eric acts like he's this huge MGK fan.
Yes.
So that and then he's like, oh, everyone get in the picture. Justine, get in.
That's how you do it.
that is a real fucking friend.
Okay, so I was lucky enough to go to Cyndi Lauper's screening of her doc off Hollywood Boulevard. I was Margaret Cho's date.
Amazing.
Which is nuts in and of itself. And there is a clip where, so Margaret did a big thing. She was like, okay, come on, let's take a picture, and dragged my unknown ass onto the red carpet and walks right up to Cyndi Lauper and goes, this is my friend Daniel. And Cyndi goes, oh, hi, Daniel. How are you?
Yeah.
And like shakes my hand. I'm just like, what the fuck is my life right now?
Yeah.
And then we go watch the movie, and sitting, and I mean right in front of me, is fucking Cyndi Lauper.
Oh my God.
Margaret Cho's over here, and next to me, Sharon Osbourne.
What?
And the other daughter.
Not Amy. I think her name's Amy.
It is Amy.
Yeah. Why do I know that her name's Amy?
Because she's the other daughter.
She's the one that didn't participate.
Didn't want to do it. She doesn't want the fame, and so yeah.
You know what's random is I forgot about this until just now. I have Jack Osbourne's phone number in my phone because he was a guest on a show I was working on a couple years ago, and like there was some issue with I needed like to ask him a question.
Not an issue.
No, not an issue, but just I needed to ask him a question about. I think I was a reels producer, so we made a couple of reels with him, and I needed to ask him a question about something. I forget what it was, but the producer who had booked him was like, "Oh, here's his number." He said, "Just text him."
Gave it to you?
Yeah, he cleared it with him, but he was like, "He's cool." He said, "Just text him." But what a cool guy.
So I somewhere have Kelly Osbourne's autograph.
Oh, I love it.
From her music career.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Yes, she did a what do you call it? She did a signing at Waterloo Records during South by. I guess that's like 2003.
Wow.
My friend went and got it as a joke.
I love it.
Like she came and she's like, look what I got you.
I love joke autographs.
Oh, because you can see it. That's why.
Oh, he needs his treats. Okay, wait. But also, okay, so the real reason I brought that up, though, was because at this Rainbow Room hang, one of my friends goes, oh, Justine, do you know Ashley? I'm thinking he's talking about a woman. And I turn around and I see Ashley fucking Hamilton, my first podcast co-host ever.
And how did y'all become any of that to begin with?
It was really weird. There was a podcast network called the Toad Hop Network years ago. Okay. This was in 2011. That was run by Heidi and Frank, who are now on KLOS in the mornings.
Okay.
But I was paired up. The manager at the John Lovitz Comedy Club was like, hey, we're starting to do these podcasts. We want you to do one with Ashley Hamilton and Fraser Smith. For whatever reason, Fraser ended up doing his own, and it was just me and Ashley. And then he didn't show up for a while, and I replaced him.
Oh, no.
And then he just called me randomly one day and was like, hey, who's on today? And I go, oh, dude, I have a new co-host now. Sorry. So it was so funny. He called me the Donald Trump of podcasts. Because back then, Donald Trump was just firing people on The Apprentice. So that's why he called me that. But it was before a lot of the, But anyway, it was
the staging.
The staging, yeah, exactly.
All of that.
So Ashley was there, Ashley Hamilton. So I got to see him, who also, you guys, was Shannon Doherty's
husband first,
and they had a pretty tumultuous relationship, right?
Yes.
Like, didn't she try and hit him with her car or something?
There was her, and I've said this before, but her SNL monologue is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Because it's right after they got married, and she's like, let's roll the footage from our wedding. And it's her firing a shotgun in the sky to get everyone's attention.
Oh my God.
And her like smashing his face in the cake.
Oh my God.
And stuff. So they were playing up whatever their violent tabloid story was.
Well, and also he's George Hamilton's son.
What?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah. He was also in the movie Beethoven's Second.
Wait a second.
He's the bad boyfriend. He's the bad guy that she has a crush on.
Let me get this straight. You know 2 people from Beethoven's Second?
Wait, who else do I know?
Do you not know Nicole Tom?
Nicole. I don't know her personally, but I love Nicole Tom.
We
both know someone.
Yes. Oh my God. So wait, we have 6 degrees. Now I have 6 degrees from Shannon Doherty.
Yeah, you do. Well, and I also do because Tori follows me.
Wait, what?
I told you Tori Spelling follows me on Instagram.
Does she ever reach out to you? Because you talk about her a lot.
I know. No, she never does. And I've asked her to do the pod. She's Tori, girl.
Tori, you have to do the pod.
Welcome. Please come on the pod.
Okay, sit.
But yeah, I would love any of the 90210 people to come on. But she follows a few female comedians like Whitney Cummings. I think Nikki Glazer.
Okay, but let's talk about the white chicks.
Okay, yes. Okay. So I came across a story the other day, a headline that was, do you remember what it was? It was so ridiculous. It was like...
It was Tori Spelling
like
responds to accusations that she looks like Wendy Williams and white chicks.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, that is a rough headline.
White chicks being the fucking Wayans brother movie.
Which is so uncancelable. Like when people want to be like, that's whiteface, everyone's like, it's funny.
It is. It's a funny movie.
It is funny. And especially for the time. Like, it's
my God, it was so, and remember when they're in the car and they're all singing, making my way.
Yes.
I mean, there were a lot of funny jokes
ahead of its time.
But Tori, I cannot, like, what a headline. Do we think she looks like that?
I think she totally looks like Wendy Williams because they've been to the same face surgeon. That's the whole thing. It's like they both have been pumped into oblivion, so they look like the same person.
Yeah. I mean, everyone starts to look like the same person when you've been pumped, you know?
I want that to be the clip. Sounds like it's like they've been fucked so much they all look alike. No, though I just feel like Tori is really...
Wait, just real quick. Have you heard about or seen The Man with 1,000 Kids?
No.
We'll talk about that in a second.
He's like a sperm donor?
Yes.
Is that a real thing?
Yes, it's a documentary.
But you can't keep track of who you... He's like jerked off that many times. I mean, we all have, but he did it professionally?
No, he does it. He offers it privately. He's in a million sperm banks in a million different countries. He's fathered...
That's illegal.
It is. No, it actually technically isn't. They just in Netherlands they passed a law.
Well, they're high.
No, they are. But he's like going around and like is like donating Australia, Kenya, like all over.
Okay, is his DNA that hot? Is he like this?
Okay, I can see. I guess he comes off like charming. He has beautiful blonde curly hair. Oh. And he has like
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
No, he looks like just like a surfer dude.
Okay, yeah.
But I think one that everyone would be like, he's not a bad looking guy.
Yeah.
But all the kids, it's crazy because now all these kids have like thousands of siblings.
Wow.
And so there's a chance. I'm sorry, I just finished this last night. So when you said if you fuck a lot and then look alike, like all these kids look like this guy.
Yeah.
And they're all related, and it's dangerous because people who are related who haven't grown up together are subconsciously attracted to each other. They mistake the sibling bond and familiarity for like romantic attraction. It's like a scientific thing.
Have you been to Iceland?
True.
They have that fucking app that you can run whoever you're talking to on a date and like scan them.
Oh, to make sure.
And see how far back the lineage goes to see how related much of a cousin you are. Yes.
Oh, there he is. Thank you,
the guy.
Aaron. That's the guy.
He's the guy who fathers all these people?
Yeah, he fathers these people. So he
looks like a fucking Honolulu Viking. What is happening?
He does. But also a lot of people are like, and it's so funny when he was at the Netherlands.
Where is that photo taken?
I don't know. He's maybe like Sweden or the Netherlands or something. But in the courtroom, his defense was like, Well, on social media, anyone who is my child could have a symbol next to their thing to identify themselves as
no, that's a cult.
That's what everyone was saying is like he's trying to start a cult. But there are several of these super donors, and a lot of them are donating.
Super donors, what we're calling this?
Yes, super donors, crazy people, and some of them are just trying to like, spread their seed throughout the world.
Yeah, because men are fucked up. It's crazy. Like men think that that's like cool.
You like docs though. It's a really good one.
We just watched a bunch of murder docs. Worst roommate ever.
I haven't seen that, but I did watch what Jennifer did.
How scary was she?
Scary. She's scary.
Also, I don't understand these people in suburbia whose like lives are so small that they're like, the only thing I can do is kill my parents. I'm like, girl, go leave town.
Leave.
Get out of state.
Fucking pack a bag.
You're so bad. So this dog was in a cone for 2 weeks.
Oh, he's just out?
Because he got his balls chopped off. And so now that he's out of the cone, he's nothing but bad.
Bad boy. Wait, I interrupted you to talk about
Are you kidding me? I interrupted you. Let's get back to Ashley.
Okay, back to Ashley. Ashley still looks great. Love him. Great.
And y'all are friendly and it's like.
Yeah, we're friendly. No, we're cool. He gave me shit. He was like, yeah, I know. I fucking dipped out for a while, back then. And
his dad, have you met George Hamilton?
No, I haven't. And his sister, so his stepsister's, Nikki, what's her name? Stewart.
Who is that?
Nicole Stewart.
Who?
She was like,
she a pussycat doll?
I think she's just like a socialite,
I don't know that one.
I think it's Nikki Stewart. And then I don't know. They had an show, Stewart's in Hamilton.
They did?
Yeah. Oh, because his mom was married to Rod Stewart for a minute. It's Rod Stewart's daughter. Yeah.
This is the thing I love about living in Los Angeles is one time I was on a hike with this dude and I made a joke about Rod Stewart being gay. Come here, dog. And that person knew Rod Stewart and was like, no, he's not.
Oh my God.
I'm friends with his kid, which I guess was Nikki. Sit.
Oh, yeah. See, you have to be careful who you joke about in LA because you might.
He was the one who outed Mary Kate as a lesbian, though.
Mary Kate
Olsen.
Is she a lesbian?
I don't, allegedly. But I was just making a joke. We were hiking. And he was like, I grew up in Encino, which nobody thinks is rich, but it is. I went to high school with Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. I was like, everybody knows that Ashley is the lesbian. He goes, actually, it's Mary Kate.
Oh my God!
You just said it just like that. I'm not saying that, but that's what like living here is like. You make a slight comment, and someone's like, she's not the lesbian. Her twin is.
Yeah, oh, that's so funny.
It's so Melrose Place.
But also, Encino, I always thought of as rich because of Karate Kid. I always thought
not Encino Man.
No, well, Encino Man is great too.
That's not what.
No, it's good, but in Encino, like because they're like the kid from Reseda, like they're so disrespectful.
They're really mean to him
about Reseda. They're like, oh, he lives in an apartment complex in Reseda, and then she lives in Encino and is like the rich girl.
Because I think it was the secret. It's sort of like the Calabasas.
I do think because I used to have friends who lived in Encino, and it's like it flies under the radar.
Low key, yeah.
Low key, yeah.
That's part of like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills franchise. Some of them actually live in Encino.
Are you serious?
Scandal. I know.
That is so fucked up.
And you still are not into that.
No, I just haven't been able to give my life away yet.
Real Housewives of Dubai.
Some people give their lives to God. I feel a calling to give it to the housewives, but I haven't fully made the commitment.
Well,
yet.
Whatever you do, don't give your life to God. I'll just we'll find a reality franchise that you can sink your teeth into.
Okay.
I come and go, I ebb and flow. I don't really like getting into it, but some days you just get like so high and watch hours of one show.
I get it. I watched it when I worked on The Soup. I watched Dallas. I loved
Dallas.
Dallas
Was good.
Dallas was good. That's the only one I've really watched and followed consistently. And then I watched a little Atlanta as well.
Dallas was only one season.
Yeah.
And there's the problem with that is when it's too real.
Yeah.
And not reality enough.
Yeah.
I was like, these Dallas women are way too real.
Yeah.
For what's going on. So yeah, you got to get into Dubai because they have fucking high fashion.
Oh, I love that.
Lots of money. Their money is like next level.
Oh my God.
And they're just attitude. I love it. It's all fucking attitude.
I love attitude. Okay, wait. I did watch something last night. We were talking about people messing with their faces. And I just want to put out the disclaimer. Like, you guys know, I am not someone who... I really don't like to really comment on people's physical appearance. I think it's like...
Unless Tori Spelling said it first. Only if Tori Spelling said it first, and then we can make fun of it.
I just feel bad. Whatever you want to do to make yourself look or feel better, Godspeed.
Yeah.
That being said, I watched this...
That being said.
This movie last night called A Family Affair. Have you heard of it?
No.
It's a movie where Joey King, who I love, plays Zac Efron, who his assistant. He is this big movie star in this movie, and he ends up falling in love with her mom, who is played by Nicole Kidman.
And this is out right now.
It's out right now. It's like recently out.
Because he was just on Kimmel, I watched.
Yeah, so I'm sure he was promoting it.
He wasn't. Actors are so boring. He was so boring. And
really?
Yeah.
I've always heard he's really nice. And
sure.
I met him. I went up to him at the Sherman Oaks Galleria and told him I loved his work in like the early 2000s. And at that point, his work was literally just High School Musical.
The first one.
Yeah. But he was really, he had like the swoopy hair.
Yeah.
And was like.
I kind of wish I just cut my hair and I wish.
You had left some for a swoop?
Well, because then you're. Which direction is it? It's
the
other way. It's
I
that way.
love that.
It's that.
He was so nice and so dreamy, though. Like,
yeah.
He's so hot.
So his look right now is very scandalized. People are talking about if he's had work done.
Yes.
I still think he's got that dreamy thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's so like disfigured, but he looks femme.
Yeah, okay. So
that's the
you
thing.
said something funnier today. You're like, everyone does work. When guys do work, they do it to try and look younger, but they never look younger. They look gayer.
They do. They look like, it's that big lip thing. You just can't, because the minute you get work done, it like feminizes your face.
Yeah.
It makes you smoother.
Yes.
It makes you rounder.
Yes, it makes you smooth and round. I will say he is addressed because, I don't know what happened. At some point, like last year or whatever, some pictures came out. We've talked about it on this podcast before. And he said, I fell and hit my face on a fountain in 2013. That was around the time that I believe he was having allegedly some struggles with addiction. So I don't know. I assume maybe he was fucked up and fell or something.
Sure.
Whatever.
Who among us has not
gotten fucked up and fell?
Put something in our bodies and then fucking jacked up our jaw.
Exactly. Yeah. So that I get. But what's weird is that even from Baywatch to now, it looks different. And then I did look, and I was just watching last night, and you're right. It really doesn't make him look. He's obviously still a good-looking guy, but he just looks very different, and he looks much more mature, I think.
The term is gay face. The phrase you're looking for is gay face.
Oh, it was a steroid HCH for Iron Claw. Oh, that made his face look like that. Okay, so it could be that. That's an option because
human growth hormone.
He did pop up.
Oh, for that movie, and it blasted his jaw up.
Well, I think his jaw was restructured in the surgery.
Yeah.
But then what I'm talking about is like around his eyes are really smooth and puffy, and then his lips look like a little filled.
A little.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know what the jaw surgery would have to do with that. So I think maybe, look, it's hard in this industry. It's hard getting older.
I had a family member who smashed a Vespa into a concrete column and absolutely obliterated their jaw. Like disconnected it on one side, and then the other side was like shattered.
And then how did they look after?
I spoke to them in the hospital the next day, and I didn't ask, how do you feel? Are you okay? The first thing I go is, tell me the truth. How do you look? And my family member goes, I look like a fucking monster.
Oh my God.
And now it's not like they had reconstructive surgery to look different, but they look so normal.
Oh, really?
And beautiful. And it's like this jawline is like still there. It's like, so I get it. You can totally.
Yeah.
It's like a thing.
I don't think the jawline, that's not real. Obviously, it's like a little more pronounced.
But that's the thing. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If that's so, woof, and then everything else is,
Yeah. I think to me, it's more like the around the eyes and the lips. But whatever. Obviously, he's still hot. I would still go up to him and tell him I love
your work.
Because I do love his work. I think he is one of the most underrated actors.
Sure. Well, no one wants to give him a chance because he started off, he has like American Idol syndrome where it's like he got famous that way, so no one's going to take him seriously. I know that's not where he came from, but he has that vibe because it was High School Musical.
Totally. But he is such a good actor, and I don't understand why like Jacob Elordi started out in Kissing Booth. I mean, and Robert Pattinson started in Twilight. Like, do you have to shit on those movies to be able? Because
who's shitting on Twilight?
Robert Pattinson. Ever since he did it, he's been
he hates it. Oh, he's trying to disconnect.
Yeah, disconnect. And then also Jacob Elordi a while ago was like, oh, those movies are ridiculous. The Kissing Booths, which I mean, they are ridiculous, but that's what we want, you know?
I mean, look at poor Jojo Siwa. Look at what they're trying to do to transition from where they came from.
Yeah.
So everybody tries to disconnect themselves from that, but it's like people love. it's like New Kids on the Block didn't get a shame. They can go on a reunion tour and people are gonna love it.
Oh, of course.
Backstreet Boys, people are gonna fucking love it, despite a Nick Carter documentary that might say otherwise.
Yeah.
And I feel like High School Musical is the same. It's like Taylor Swift's fans are lifers.
Yeah, for sure.
And I feel like
I'm a lifer as well. High School Musical. I love High School Musical.
Trying to be bad.
He's
so bad, right? I know.
But he's cute, so it's okay. But I mean, he was in Iron Claw, for example. Did you see that?
No.
He was so fucking good at it. I'm shocked that movie didn't get any awards season buzz. Like, it just didn't get anything because it was very good. Jeremy Allen White was great, and everyone was very good in it. And fucking Efron carried that movie. I think he's so talented.
I think it's funny that, I mean, it's like, because he did something like Baywatch.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
And so people are going to be like, no, he's not like Sir Lawrence.
New Kids did play the forum.
I told you.
I almost went.
But their opening act is Paula Abdul.
I know.
Right?
Yeah, I almost.
What do you mean you almost went?
So I almost
what
went.
stood in the way?
Okay, so a friend hit me up. First of all, I've seen New Kids, and last time I went.
First of all, seen it.
I've seen them twice. I saw them when they toured with Backstreet Boys.
They did.
Years ago. They did NKOTBSB tour.
That's too much.
And it's too much.
And people give queer people for the LGBTQ, and then fucking 2 straight boy bands go out.
NKOT. Yeah, they don't have a. Actually, no. New Kids is. Jordan's gay. Jordan Knight, I believe, is gay.
Oh, he is.
I think so, yeah.
No, he is because I just saw him and his husband have like a cabin. They've restored a
cute.
camp.
Yeah.
It is, but it's super like, it's like bad gay.
Oh, bad.
Like, no, I mean, it's good. I'm just saying decor.
No,
I'm like, ugh, they're like normal gay people.
Oh, okay.
Which is annoying.
So I saw them there, and then I saw last time New Kids were in town, they were with TLC. Well, actually, this was 10 years ago. I don't know if this was last time, but they were with Jonathan. Oh, Jonathan is gay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You said Jordan Knight. That's a different person.
Jordan. Okay, yes. Oh, Jordan Knight is Jonathan's brother.
What?
Yes, remember he had a single. It's all coming back to me.
But is the Jordan Knight single on the 90210 sing?
Was it on 90210? I don't think so. Maybe.
Jordan
Knight for sure. Okay, yeah. So it's Jonathan Knight.
Okay, I'm sorry to keep making you do work, Aaron, but is there a Jordan Knight song on the original Beverly Hills 90210 soundtrack?
And what is the name of his song? Because I did like it.
No, because at the end of the episode where they aired the video, they're at the Peach Pit and Tori Spelling comes out and she goes to the jukebox and goes, "Yeah, Jordan Knight."
Oh, he's out. We lost Lammy. Lammy's making a break for it. Okay, so the last time I saw them was in 2014 or maybe 2015, and Jenny was in town, who's married to Donnie, Jenny McCarthy, and I had done her radio show the day before, and she was like, "Oh my God, come to the show."
Yeah.
So like I went to the show with Jenny, sat with her. Give It To You was the single by Jordan Knight. Okay.
It was. Okay, yes. So I've tried to look this up at the very end of the episode. Like I said, she's at the Peach Pit. No one else is there. And Donna Martin comes out and puts on the jukebox. She goes, "Yeah, Jordan Knight." But you can't. I've tried to find that clip. I know.
All the 90210 connections.
Y'all, it's all happening. Today, July 8th. I'm buying a lotto ticket.
July 8th. Okay. So the last time I went with Jenny. I sat with her. Like, I got the tickets. We went backstage. Went and just hung out backstage afterwards.
That is crazy.
I ate all the cake that was that was intended for the meet and greet people. I just ate a bunch of the cake. I was so drunk. And so that was the last time I saw them. So I feel like I'm a little spoiled. My friend.
A little.
I know. That's just in general.
Yeah.
But
oh no, not in general, but I mean, ate the cake. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I did eat the cake. But my friend had tickets for Friday when they were here. And he said, "I can't go. Do you want the tickets? They're $25 each." So I hit up my friend Renee Gautier.
Yes. I love Renee.
Love Renee. And because I know she knows Paula. So I was like, "Hey."
She does?
Yeah, she wrote for Paula. She wrote Paula's Vegas show, I think.
Whoa.
She wrote a show for Paula. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Did you ever see Paula's reality show?
No.
Hey, Paula.
What's it called?
Hey, Paula.
Oh, I thought you said it was called Gay Paula. I was
wish.
like, wow.
Hey, Paula.
What was it on?
Bravo or E?
Oh, of course.
They have scrubbed it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Was it problematic?
She was.
Oh.
She's cuckoo on it.
I played her in a sketch on a show that it was a Fox show that was Affion Crockett's like sketch show.
What?
And Jamie Foxx directed me in
as
this
Paula.
sketch as Paula Abdul on American Idol.
I'm trying to think, because you remember in Living Color used to fucking rag on Paula Abdul.
Oh yeah, no, he was like.
You remember they did her song "Promise of a New Day"?
Oh yeah.
And their parody was called "Promise of a Thin Me."
Oh my god.
And they stretched, where they elongate you on the screen like a funhouse mirror.
What? That is insane.
Sit.
Oh my god. So I hit up Renee.
Yes.
She's like, let me hit up the tour person. The tour person's like, I can get you tickets if you want. And then I think it was just kind of like we were just too late. We didn't have a concert in us. Yeah. Well,
wow.
Renee was like, oh, the tickets, won't be as good as they normally are.
Like the seats or whatever.
Yeah, the seats. And I was kind of on the fence, like, so we ended up going to see Maxine instead.
You're like, well, is there going to be cake?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, if we can't get cake, I'm not in. But we
How
ended
was
up.
Maxine?
Maxine is so good. I want to see it again immediately. Highly recommend.
Did you see Clayton Harris is in it for a second? Do you know Clayton Fair? Sorry.
I don't know if I know Clayton. Who's Clayton?
He's
a comic?
Yeah, he's a really funny actor. But he's in it for like a second.
Oh, I'm definitely going to see it again.
Every time I see the Maxine posters, I think it's Angeline, though. I get excited.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
It's good, though. It's campy. It's fun. It's 80s. And Mia Goth is so good. She is a star.
Oh my God. Was she on Celebrity Wheel of Fortune just recently?
I don't know.
The whoever was on the last episode of Celebrity Wheel of Fortune was dumb as a brick, but somehow still won.
So I was talking about Zac though.
Yes.
And his face, and it's interesting because then Nicole obviously has had some work done.
The understatement of the year.
Again, do what you want to feel good about yourself. And I think I've always thought Nicole was so beautiful, but it was just interesting because their faces both like they look like them, but they look kind
AI.
of a hair off.
They look AI, yeah.
So it was interesting. That being said, I really enjoyed the movie, and it was so dumb and corny, and I loved it.
I feel like, and they're romantic, right?
Oh yeah.
They're like, they have like sex scenes and things.
Oh,
my God,
I mean, they're not like crazy sex scenes, but they do imply that they bone. Yeah. Look, I'll just say it was. I loved the movie. It's a rom-com. It's very cheesy. It's nowhere near based in reality, but I loved it. I love those, and even though it was funny because their faces, obviously they both had work done, and even though she's supposed to be like 15 years older than him, they look kind of comparable.
40-ish.
Yeah, they both look like they're in their 40s.
I never think in this new generation, so in the old days it was like facelift. That's
Right.
kind of, I'm sure there were other things happening,
Yeah.
but that was the prime look. And now with like fillers and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, everybody just looks different. I never think someone looks young.
Yes, exactly.
I never think so. I mean, there's wrinkles. I have fucking wrinkles. Look at this face.
Yeah.
You see all these lines?
Same.
Look at that. You see these eyes?
Yeah.
And my fucking forehead is crazy.
That's why I have bangs.
That's why I have a beard. I'm assuming it's hiding all of these lines.
I was thinking that. I was like, guys are so lucky because obviously the bangs take care of my forehead lines, but guys have facial hair so they can totally cover everything up. It's like, no wonder guys look younger forever.
Like the minute my jawline and my neck become the same thing, it's just going to be like this long, crazy beard.
And also, I just want to reiterate, like, this is not from a judgmental place of doing any work. I constantly Google mini facelifts and like consider it. You know what I mean?
No, see, here's the thing. I just don't have the money for it.
Totally.
So when I do, I'm going to totally change my tune.
Yeah, I'm going to look like a fucking frog.
Well, I already do. Look, I have this fucking small eye, right? This small eye needs to be like raised and opened. And then this one I can't touch because it has to be the same.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I noticed is that I really want to get like, I don't want to be one of those old people that has like new teeth. I'm trying to keep all my teeth like the same. But I'm going to have to, the other thing I want to do is have like a chin implant.
What?
When I'm old. So that it holds this, it gives something to that up.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think for me, because filler, I think A, makes everyone kind of look the same. B, it never looks great. Like it never really looks like you can tell.
You go through the saga of now Kristen Davis is having to do these articles where she's like, look, I got fillers the right way or I quit doing it. And now you have to like redeem yourself for even just trying to entertain a little vanity.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people are so fucking mean.
I know, there's so many, but then on
when
the
you
other
try
hand,
to fix it.
Sarah, it's like you can't win. Like Kristen Davis has gotten a lot of shit for fillers and stuff, but then at the other side, Sarah Jessica Parker has completely aged naturally, and people fucking
hate her.
Hate on that too.
I was just talking about. Have you seen The Flight of the Navigator?
It's been a really long time.
Yeah, it's an old movie, but you know she's in it, right? Young Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, I think I did know that. Yeah,
she's really cute in it. Have you seen Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
Yes, I love Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
With baby Shannon Doherty
and baby Helen Hunt.
Yes, everybody's in that.
So I watched that as an adult later in life. I was like, where has this movie been all my life?
Did you ever? Yeah, same. Did you ever? Okay, so. In this like crazy world where you are meeting people who know other people, things like that, there's like these gateways and stuff. Have you ever been, not that you have to disclose anything, but say you're with like Ashley Hamilton, are you like, give me a Shannon story? Or are you like, tell me about your dad?
It
like,
was so brief. When I saw him, there wasn't like, I was so shocked that I turned around and I did in fact know this Ashley, and it was just a person I hadn't seen in like 13 years. Mm-hmm. But I'm trying to think, and I think back then I was not confident enough. Like he was like older, he was really fucking hot. He's still very good looking. Yeah. And also he tall, and also he was like more established. You know what I mean? And I was so I was new. I was like 26. I was like 3 years into comedy. Had never hosted a podcast before, so I tried not to let my inner fangirl out. Now I fucking don't care. You know what I mean?
That was the thing. It was like, because when I met like Sharon Osbourne, I was like, I can't even get into this right now. Like I want, like there's so many things I want to do, say, all that, but it was like, this is just hello, goodbye.
I feel like you have to earn trust first before you get straight into that. Like you have to kind of play it cool. You know what I mean?
And that's my worst thing, is that I'm like Goober City. I'm like Goober number one.
Okay, there was one more story that I wanted to chat about that I was so excited to see. Britney Spears put up today something about how she was completely done with her ex, who was the felon housekeeper.
Name one attractive thing about this guy.
Literally, he's so unattractive physically.
Yeah, all of it.
He's a housekeeper. No shade to a housekeeper.
But she always does that. Who was that Sam dude who was like her manager in the Crazy Days?
Right, that's what I'm saying, is like Sam. Wasn't Sam a paparazzi though?
Yes.
Yes, Sam was like a paparazzi.
But then became her person.
She gets these people who, I feel so bad for her. Like these people cling to her who like work for her and take advantage. But she basically called him out for this, like, I think the paparazzi were chasing them. This was a while ago. And they pulled up next to her, and he like rolled the window down for them. And she called him out on that and was like, I'm done, which I'm so happy she's done with him. But then she was like, I'm never dating a guy again.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, girl.
Yeah, let it out.
I'm ready for Britney. Like,
lesbian Britney would be amazing. Queer Britney.
So here for queer Britney.
Yeah, maybe that's been the problem the whole time, is that they've been like muzzling her queerness.
Yeah, maybe.
Whitney Houston syndrome. She had like Robin was like her long time, and I think
I know.
I feel like her mom like sat her down and was like, never gonna happen.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I've watched all the docs and
about that.
Yes,
it's so sad.
It is sad.
It's crazy because Robin gives interviews now.
Yeah.
And talks very candidly about that shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Britney was like.
And I think with Whitney, I do think she loved Robin and Bobby both.
Well, yeah, because Bobby was the hookup.
Yeah. But Britney, obviously, it's not like she's like made a declaration that she's coming out, but I'm like,
she's such a tease. I feel like she is
such a tease.
And she likes to tease like her fans and everybody, because she knows everybody's going to jump on everything that she says and does.
Yeah.
And so then it just becomes like some weird. I mean, she's like, back in the day, Roseanne and Tom Arnold were like brilliant, but they would call the tabloids all the time and tell them scandalous stories, and then that would feed the weak or whatever. Right.
Look, I support Britney, whatever she wants to do. I'm just so glad.
I mean, she made out with Madonna.
Yeah, and also, look, Britney, I think, did she talk about this in her book? Like, I think she's always been like a pretty sexual person.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's maybe dabbled with women.
Has she even had the opportunity, right? Like, she's been kept for so long.
Right.
She had a Disney image.
Right.
She had a kid image, even though like other men and the industry was sexualizing her in a hetero way.
Yeah.
Because that demo was like young girls to, want to be, and young guys to want to like be with.
Right.
So and that would kill her. I mean, even though her fan base is a bunch of gay men.
Yeah.
You can't be again, I will reference JoJo Siwa all day, but you can't be a queer performer and reach that maximum capacity of of popularity. You just can't.
Right.
Like, look at the fucking New Kids on the Block. That kid couldn't be out. Jordan, what did we decide his name was?
It's Jonathan Knight. And Lance was not out.
No way.
Yeah.
Because that would have
tarnished
it.
the image, which is so insane.
So, but when you are a moneymaker and you can plan on that, then that will upset the fucking apple cart.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird how like they had to pretend to be not who they are just because to allow people, women who are not ever gonna have a chance with them to like entertain this fantasy. Like that's kind of crazy that.
It's because it's a minority population. I mean, it's a numbers thing.
Yeah.
The queer people are a minority.
Yeah.
And they don't buy as much as straight people.
Yeah.
They just don't because there's more straight people.
Right.
So you're not appealing to. I saw someone talk about their comedy and how they want to be PG-13 because they want to appeal to the most. They don't want to exclude anybody.
Right.
I'm like, well, when you're a queer person, you are excluded.
Right.
So I don't want to try to entertain the people who don't want me there.
Also, I'm just such a fan of like, I'm going to do what I want to do. Like, I hate having to send in like, oh, send a clean tape. It's like,
oh, yeah, no.
book me or don't. This is what I do.
But it's like the same thing as like people don't want you to talk about politics and comedy. But I'm like, yeah, let's not talk about politics while the world is fucking burning down. Yeah, let's not mention it.
Yeah.
That kind of a thing.
Yeah. No, it's true.
I think Lance and Jordan should go on like a big ass gay tour.
That would be so fun.
But nobody would.
I would fucking go.
They would need lesbian Britney Spears to headline
oh
that
my
shit.
God, if oh my God. I would love that.
LBS.
Yes.
yes, LBS.
Honestly, I'm here for a Britney queer moment, you know? Like, I also wonder, I'm like, did she and Paris or she and Lindsay ever hook up?
That would be a hot couple.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But back in the day, they partied a lot together.
They were not wearing.
They were not wearing underwear.
No.
And
what do they call it? Bimbo Summit.
What? Bimbo Summit?
That was the headline of them was Bimbo Summit, which is like brilliant.
So good. I want to be part of the Bimbo Summit.
Because I don't know, they always toyed with it though. They would, because was Christina Aguilera in on it too? The like lesbian Madonna kiss?
Christina and Britney, they all kissed together. And poor Christina, they just, as soon as Britney had because she had the first kiss, it was like, that was so shocking that no one really gave a shit. I'm like, Christina kissed her too.
But it was too late. It
was too late. Britney was the moment on Us Weekly.
What is Christina up to these days?
Oh my God, she looks great.
Oh, do you know what? I actually have a friend who like, not styles her, but like knows her.
Oh, really?
In a clothing way.
She looks the best she's ever looked. She looks like when she started out, like, you know, she's like, she just looks young and fit. And I think obviously a lot of people are speculating.
You never watched Ab Fab?
No.
Where she's like, that's like young and fit is like the number one thing.
Fit
oh my God.
in UK means hot,
so,
you know?
Ozempic is the other thing that makes people look AI now. So it's coming at you from all angles. It's like the body looks AI, the like face is weird.
Oh, yeah.
Like everybody looks like anime.
Yeah, everyone does look anime.
I know we were saying that we don't like to make fun of how people look, but that's all I'm talking about today.
I mean, it's kind of like what I am as well, but
listen, I aged into Alf. That's what I look like.
Yeah, look.
I look like fucking Ron Reagan Jr. Do you know how like depressing that is? Like the only saving thing, because you only get older, so there's only two options. You're gonna get more Ron Reagan, or you have to do something.
Or you have to do something and look like David Hasselhoff.
I want Face Off.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
Oh my God, you should do half work done and half no work.
No, I'm gonna be like this. So I'm gonna be like, guess which side is haven't been done. No, I want to pick two famous people.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be like half Tori, half Jenny.
Oh, yeah. Like, what would your two famous people be?
Just that. I would be
Tori and Jenny?
Tori and Jenny, because they're the perfect... They're best friends.
Yeah, they are best friends. Ooh, I think I would do like half Margot Robbie in Wolf of Wall Street and half Margot Robbie in Barbie.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
My other thing is that I feel... living out here is crazy because you go to other towns and people look normal again.
That's what I'm saying. Like in Denver, not everyone, like we are so desensitized to what this looks like. And also if people look weird on TV, they look fucked in person. Yeah.
So we were watching music videos and I just died in your arms. That band. Guess what? They look fucking normal.
Yeah.
They look like the cashier at CVS.
Yes.
But they were somehow rock and roll stars.
Yeah.
Still. And now you have to look like this galactic, superhuman weird thing.
I may have talked about this before. They put up a video. There was a video I saw on my Explore page that was like the little girl from Jurassic Park doing the holding the Jell-O.
Yes, the blonde girl.
Yeah, and it's like shaking, and she's in her early 40s, and she does it, and it's a side by side, and she just looks like a normal woman in her 40s, and people are like, she aged horribly.
No.
She looks insane. She looks so old, and I've had people comment on my stand-up videos, like where I had one where I said I was 37. This was a couple of years ago, but like, and people were like, she looks 60.
Ouch.
Like, it's like, first of all, the video quality on this is so bad. You cannot tell what age I look like. This looks like some of the cameras at these clubs, it looks like it's from like the 80s.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
But I think that it's because as a society, we're so used to seeing these crazy filled faces that no one, even
you can't look natural.
Everyone just looks like they're in their 40s because 20-year-olds are doing it and looks like they're in their 40s. People who are older are doing it to try and look like they're in their 40s. It's no one, we've lost touch with what it really looks like to be your age.
A person. So yeah, I know people out here. The reason I said that was because we went, I know some people out here in their 20s, and my friend gets fucking fillers.
Yeah.
And she's 20 something.
Yeah.
And I know when she's just had like a procedure, right? Because she's all tight and shit like that. I'm like, you will never know what you actually look like. You're fucking 20.
And also, it's fucking like, you're kind of catfishing. Like, remember there was where was it? Was it in Korea? Where a guy didn't he sue his wife because she had all this plastic surgery and then they had kids and they were like,
and they came out ugly,
not cute.
You can't sue your wife
there
for
was
that
some
shit.
crazy story like that. Aaron, have you heard about that story? Aaron says no. I swear it's a real story.
I believe it. You know why I believe it? Because that is something a man would do, is blame his wife for why his kids are ugly.
Also, it's true though. Like, you don't like it. Let's take someone who's had a lot of work done to the point where they are unrecognizable. You know what I mean? Like, they've changed their features. Like, imagine if these people who are dating people who, like, it's like, okay, but if you are trying to procreate with this person, that might not be the face you get, you know?
Or the face you want your kids to have.
That's what I'm saying, is like, if everyone's had like these crazy procedures done to completely change their features. I'm not talking about just like little pump to make you look a little younger, a little refresh, all that. People will do stuff to make their brow lifts, chin, like all that stuff.
Do you know who Loretta Lynn?
It was a Chinese man that sued his wife over an ugly baby. See?
Damn.
I told you.
So there is a country song by Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn called "You're the Reason Our Kids Are Ugly." It's a great song. But it really touches on that, and that's decades old. I just, like, I don't know. Who wants to procreate in the first fucking place? I'm like, that's your fault.
Yeah,
if it was your hot idea to have kids at all, then you deserve an ugly child. Yeah. Fuck you. The world is on fire. You think we need one more baby sucking up all the air around here?
Tell him, Daniel.
Well, and that's the other thing. I think we need more ugly people on the planet because everybody in this world wants to be famous. I'm like, no, we need more ugly people who don't think they deserve screen time.
Yeah.
There's too many people who think they're nice looking.
We need some normal people. Everyone is a star now.
I think I'm going to graduate into just becoming a normal person.
You should just quit comedy.
I want to be normal. It's so... this town is so weird to me because like everywhere you walk, there's people like posing.
Oh, yeah. It's me. It's mostly me. It's usually me posing.
Is it you? Yeah, but when you have hair like that, when you have this
you've got to pose.
You said it was 3 days old.
I washed my hair on, I think, Wednesday. It might be more than 3 days old. It might be like 5. Yeah, I think it's a Wednesday.
I miss having long hair because you could do that.
Yeah,
you could be. I just taught my boyfriend how to use a straightener.
Oh my God.
He was so against it at first. He was like, I'm going to look like Jennifer Lopez at the Grammys.
Oh my God.
But because there's like a process and all that. Lo and behold, we took him out and he was getting compliments on his hair. I was like, motherfucker, hello.
Oh my God.
I told you.
So funny.
But just to be the full hypocrite, the only thing that made his hair look good was the non-natural look. Right? Yeah. So like, I totally don't hate on people who use any methods to make themselves.
Same. I'm like, do whatever you want to do. Life is short. Fucking, it's hard. Do what makes you feel better.
But then you look at someone like Cher. I'm like, that's how you do it.
Totally. Cher looks fucking amazing. Why is everyone not at Cher's doctor?
Because hello, she's Cher Prices. What is he doing now? Oh, have you seen Judge Judy's ponytail?
No.
See, that's the thing. It's
Does
like
she have a ponytail behind her?
Now she has a ponytail.
She's
90 and the bitch got a ponytail.
She's 90?
No, I don't know how she
Oh,
is.
I was like, is she really 90? I believed you. I'm like, is that what a 90-year-old looks like?
No, but she does make $90 million a year. Like,
I mean, yeah, she's very, very, what is that?
He's so bad. Remember when I didn't have a child?
Yeah.
And I was just high all the time?
Can you imagine having an actual child, though?
No, fuck that. I'm so not into that.
Yeah.
I have nieces, and they already don't respect me. You know what I mean? When a 5 and a 7-year-old are like, we don't have to show him any respect.
Yeah, that's so funny.
And it's like my kids would walk all over me for the same reason. So yeah, I know that. Look at this dog. He's
no.
Oh, it's all the signs. That's what it is.
He loves it.
That's
he
so
loves
funny.
it. All right. Well, we should wrap up, but this was so fun.
It was chaotic.
Thanks for stepping in. Yeah, it was a chaotic Monday after the 4th of July.
Happy to be here.
Where
Happy
can
4th.
Everyone find you and follow you?
You can find me at the Daniel Webb. TheDanielWebb.com has all my tour dates.
Judge Judy is 81, so not far from...
she's old, but she is worth annually like $90 million a year.
I mean, I know that. That bitch is wealthy.
Yeah, no, don't even get me started on money. But she looks natural.
Yeah.
81 and she's natural.
Yeah.
Except for that ponytail.
Yeah.
Oh, there he goes again. Okay, you can find me at the animal hospital probably in like 30 minutes.
That's it, you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in to Glitter and Garbage. We'll see you next time. Bye.